Welcome back to Planet Mondo. This time around, I want to talk about The Fall. Directed by Scott Mann. Never heard of him, to be honest with you. But it was produced by the people from 47 Meters Down, which is ironically enough a good shark movie. A better one is even the Uncaged one. That one's even better than the original. But anyway, we're going to talk about The Fall from 2022, starring Grace Caroline Curry, Virginia Gardner, and Mason Gooding. Now, this movie, I went into it with very, very low expectations. I mean, low as you can get. The reason being is because I actually saw the original teaser. Now, the original teaser looks like dog shit. Because if you look at the CGI, it looks like something that came out of like a Resident Evil video game or something like that. It looks like video game graphics. It doesn't look like something that's going to be promising. Now, going into the movie, I realized that they actually made a tower. Now, as far as the plot, there's really not much to it. It's as simple as you can get. It's basically about two best friends, one going through a traumatizing experience of losing her boyfriend in an adventurous time of climbing mountains, which, by the way, I will fucking never do this. This is never happening. My feet stay on the ground. I stays on the ground. But anyway, she has a traumatizing experience because her boyfriend falls off the mountains and dies. Splatter, splash, gone, rest in peace. So, what better way to come over your trauma and heal than to face your fears directly in the eyes? Now, this movie has a lot of little undertone messages and lessons, life lessons, in case you needed one from a PG-13 thriller, I guess. But the point is, face your fears directly in the face. Now, whether you want to do that or not, like, I'm scared of heights. I'm not going to follow lead and go ahead and do this. Not happening. Not in this lifetime. I'm going to stay on the ground once again. Shiloh has this genius idea that Becky should join her on this adventure to climb Tower C7598 6.7-94 605, area code 6110-6. Again, all of this is for fucking likes. This is for TikTok. Numerous times in this movie, they are climbing this tower to reach the top to take a selfie. This is all for a selfie. All for a selfie. Now, the plot, very simple. Not much to spoil, but spoiler alert in case you didn't have it spoiled for you in the trailer, because the trailer essentially gives everything away, which all trailers do in 2022, but that's a whole separate video that we can get into some other time. They climb this tower, and the ladder starts to fall off, which, again, spoiler alert, but you saw it in the trailer, so don't blame me. The ladder falls, and basically the dilemma is, was it worth it for a fucking TikTok reel to climb this 2,000-foot tower off the ground for a selfie? Now they're stuck at the top, and the whole movie is basically, how are we going to get down without dying? Which, I actually liked this movie a lot than I expected. I liked how they have this claustrophobic feel to the movie. And again, they triggered my claustrophobic tendencies because I like the way they did it, right? We're in this open, wide space, which looks like Arizona. I don't know where the fuck it is, but they're in the middle of nowhere in a desert, right? How could you be claustrophobic in wide open space? Well, I'll tell you how. When you have to stand on a tower 2,000 feet off the ground on a pizza-sized platform. It's fucking terrifying. What I did like about the movie, again, though, is because a lot of the times in the trailer, you got the sense that there's going to be really, really bad CGI. There is no bad CGI in this movie. They actually have a lot of, in the bonus content, they have a lot of the backstage bonus footage that shows you how the stunts were done. And a lot of it is literally they did it on a smaller scale, obviously. They didn't climb fucking 2,000 feet in the air with vultures. But, you know, they climbed, I don't know, 35, 40 feet, 50 feet. It was a nice sized tower. So I did appreciate the effort to make it look real, because they actually did the work. And that came across on the screen. You can feel that this was not this was done with some passion behind it. And it was so real to the point that the main characters actually had blisters all over their fingers from climbing this ladder slash tower numerous times for each shot, which is pretty fascinating. I gotta give them some credit for that, because that's a round of applause for you, ladies, for climbing that tower and almost dying. I mean, the idea is very simple, right? For an hour and a half, you're gonna have to drag out the concept of two ladies climbing a 2,000-foot tower and figuring out how to get down. That's a very simple yet interesting concept, but for an hour and a half to entertain us, you have to put some thought behind it, and there has to be some genius tactics that they come up with to try to escape. But overall, I really like this movie. I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5 for what it is, right? It's not like a masterpiece. It's not an instant classic or anything like that, but it definitely has replay value, I think. Or right now, anyway. I don't know how many times I could watch it in my lifetime, but it's one of those movies that you wouldn't mind showing somebody else and sitting through it again, because again, it kind of breezes by. It's a simple concept, but it's entertaining. The way they approached it, the different tactics that they come up with, it's kind of interesting. And again, the CGI, the special effects, everything looks really good for the movie that it is. I don't think this movie had a gigantic budget behind it or anything like that, but there was a lot of passion, there was a lot of effort behind the movie, and it comes across the screen. So once again, go support this movie. I thought it was pretty decent. I really like this. Once again, 3.5 out of 5. The Fall, 2022. Go check it out. And if you like this little review, I do a lot of physical media reviews, pickups. I do top 10s, top 50s. But go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button if you like this movie. And let me know in the comments below, have you seen The Fall? And what did you think of it? Once again, go share this. Let somebody know Planet Mondo is back. And I'm doing reviews and all sorts of interesting shit on here on YouTube. So you should join me. Do that. Hit that like button.